Okay, so what if this entire Black Friday culture is actually costing you more than it's saving you? I know. And I am going to be the person who's also going to break down dollars today, but like, hear me out. You're not behind because you didn't buy that 9.97 bundle, okay? You're not. You're actually probably doing better than most because you have discernment. And you're not missing out because you skipped the 75% off flash sale. As somebody who's worked in retail, I'm here to tell you like 99% of the time that is just a quick pulse for cash. And I went to school for fashion marketing and merchandising. I have worked as a regional. You can find better quality stuff. So, because no matter how good the discount is, if the purchase isn't aligned with your next level, you're just collecting things you'll never use. And they're going to go to the course graveyard. So, in today's video, I'm breaking down why premium women don't chase Black Friday. They choose self-honoring strategy instead. So most of the high achieving women that I work with, they're not stuck because they don't invest enough. Honestly, they invest plenty. They are used to investing in themselves. They're stuck because they have invested in some of the wrong things and things where they are one of many instead of it being about them. And that's why we still have courses that are untouched. We've got advice that doesn't fit their brand. We've got books we've only read to the 20th page and strategies that are designed for somebody who has completely different goals. So if your business decisions don't feel aligned, strategic, or elevating, you're not making choices from your own power. And that disconnect, that's where exhaustion lives. And I'm tired just talking about it right now. So we're going to flip the script. Black Friday wants you impulsive, but your future demands that you're intentional. So premium women don't follow the noise of the internet. They follow the clarity of their own vision. And self-honoring decisions aren't about spending less necessarily, though it's always nice when that happens. They're about choosing investments that actually move your brand, your visibility, and your income forward. So here are the ways that define this self-honoring season and the aligned pathways I have created to support you. Because quite frankly, I cannot watch another person buy another 500 courses they're not going to use because it's on super sale right now. Shift one, we're going to choose implementation over information. Let me say that again. Implementation, like actually putting action into it instead of more information. Then we're going to choose clarity over confusion. I mean, I don't know how many times I have said on these YouTube videos, when you confuse, you lose, but we're going to say it again for the people in the back. And then we're going to choose strategy over impulse. So what's going to actually move the needle for you and your business versus a bunch of people in their businesses. Cool, cool. Alrighty, let's break them down. So implementation over information. If you have watched this entire series, you know that it all right now is about taking action to get your sales through the brand productivity planner, the Champagne Clientele one that's right behind me. Um, or it is about getting eyes on your digital touch points with the Brandmuda brand breakthrough audit. It's the first step in my process, and it's going to allow you to get customized support on what's working, what's not working, and you have the ability to keep that video. It is me and going through all of your info so you can set yourself up for stronger wins. Or, we are moving into brandstorming together where we're sitting together to make a plan over the course of a 90-minute interview and a deep dive onto what that plan is going to share to start what you need to start doing, stop doing, and we come back together for that plan for you to ask me questions. So we're just going to highlight what has been in this whole playlist, but let's dive in just a little bit deeper so you can be able to make the choice that best aligns for you. And if this is your first time watching this, you'll get a lot from this video, but you can also go watch the previous 4 videos in this playlist. So the problem that we're facing right now is that you've collected more courses than your laptop can probably handle, and you're still struggling with visibility. You might have an Instagram page that's at 150 followers. I think I've just crossed a little bit above that, but my first one I grew to 20K and I've like cleaned it up and it's sitting at about 17,000 as of this moment. So I'm a firm believer in we grow one and we move to the next one. But if you're still struggling with visibility, then you need to start to hone in on what's working in 2026, which is you don't need more to learn. Okay. You need more support to get it done. It's like owning a beautiful cookbook library and still ordering takeout every night. What was the point? What was the point? So, what I want you to ask yourself is, what am I actually going to show up and implement consistently? Everybody's always telling you, as the most boring feedback that we can give you is that consistency is what moves the needle and like gets you paid. And it truly is. But sometimes we don't have the systems to make that happen. So, like I said, we created the Champagne Clientele Productivity Brand Productivity Planner. It's such a mouthful. It's definitely written for SEO, but what we're going to do is we're going to have that planner. And if you purchase the planner itself is $55. It's a 6-month planner. It's not dated, so you can use it for whatever you need. It also has quarterly planning in it, as well as a variety of other things. But I created this because I was just done hoarding frameworks and ready for people to start executing like premium CEOs. And this is what I do to create 25K plus months. So, what we're doing for the holidays, like the only thing that's different is if you buy that planner and you send me your receipt, if you're one of the first 100, you get to be a part of the Daily Dollar Collective for free. Yeah, that's right. I said $0. And it is normally 197, and it is actually valued at about 14.5, I think. This is its value. Um, And just to kind of give you scope, I'm going to show you, this is its page. Well, halfway through the page. There's a lot of other fun things for you to read, but this is a Daily Dollars Collective. And so what's inside of it, which I have not shown on any of the other videos, is we're going to talk about strategy that converts, sales with substance, support that scales. We're going to activate your planner potential. So as much as I hate courses, it's definitely going to be there so I don't have to answer the same questions over and over again. We're going to build your message to money flow. So we'll have twice monthly live group coaching calls for 12 months. Typically to work with me for coaching for that long would be about 12 grand. And we're going to watch your business and confidence scale. So we'll have just bingeable messaging and visibility trainings on LinkedIn, thought leadership, and premium positioning. I have some of the best friends in the world who are experts at this, and we'll bring them in. So you'll have private community access to all of the women who are in that group, but also you're going to have these experts who come and are experts in LinkedIn, in Instagram, in thought leadership, and have them really speak to you so you can start to learn and get some of that. And we'll have some templates and plug and play tools, but honestly, I am the queen of creating just custom GPTs, and we'll work through those things as well, because honestly, we don't need another like cookie cutter moment. So the total value of that is, sorry, I said 14.5. I'm really good at rounding, but 14,688. And typically it would be 197 a year. But if you're one of the 100 who buys the planner, sends me a receipt, you get that for free. So that is pretty exciting. And you can always go to graydigital.co/daily dollars collective, learn more. That information is going to be sitting there for you. So that is what is happening in and the first thing that we have for this season of just honoring you as we're getting ready to start a new business year. Then the next shift I want you to take is to choose clarity over confusion. So you keep trying to fix your brand with templates and guessing, and nothing's sticking because nobody's actually told you what you need to do for you. You may have courses that have told you like ideas and theories, and like I implemented it, so it should work for you too. No, I've been there, I've done that for you. Don't do it. So you keep trying to fix your brand with all these things, but you can't build a premium brand on confusion. And you need a diagnosis to make those things happen. So it's like rearranging furniture in a dark room. You can't see what's in the way. And honestly, it would be a really great like experiment, but you're probably gonna break a foot. So stop asking, what should I be doing? Okay, I want you to stop asking yourself that. And I want you to start asking, what is actually blocking my momentum and who can see it where I can't see it? So that's where the Brandmuda brand breakthrough audit comes in. It's the number one thing you guys hear me talking about all the time on videos if you watch these videos consistently. But if you're new here, it's where we start everything. So this time around, I have 15 seats at $50. It's normally 150. Okay. And this is a custom brand diagnosis that shows you exactly what's off and how to fix it. There's no more spiraling. It's just clarity and direction. It's about an hour long. I'll pop back here. You can see here, here's some that I've done for friends that I threw in this folder to show you. But you can see like some are an hour and 9 minutes, some are a little less than that, some might be 44. But you can also see, you will get me, the real me, like down to the fact that when this one loads, whenever that happens on the internet, you gotta love it when it's not working. This one's just funny because like my hair is wrapped up. So you're going to get me and 100% me. But that is definitely there to help you really start to know what is holding you back in your brand based on what others can see when they come to your pages. So let's just add this here. Was my joke $9.97 earlier? I'm going to write that up here. I made a joke about $9.97 of spending it on courses. We're just going to keep that there for a second. So Brandmudas, they are typically 150, but you are going to spend not 150. That's because I said it out loud. If you are one of the 15, it's only $50. It is normally $150. I can't even put a price tag on what people have gotten out of this. So we're just going to say priceless because I've always wanted to say that. So there is that. So something to think about here. We're only at $105 and like a ridiculous amount of value already. So just know that but wait, there's more. Man, I am on a roll today. So no more spiraling, everybody. Just clarity and direction at $105. And then we want to choose strategy over impulse. So I want you to be very discerning about this. If your goals in 2026 are big, they're brilliant, they're bold, but your strategy is patchwork together from things you've never fully committed to, then I want you to stop that immediately. Because your breakthrough isn't going to come from more discounts. It's going to come from clarity. Like, I don't want you to buy these things if it's not going to help you. Okay. I want somebody who it's going to help. That's why there's only so few of them. This is not to create a false sense of urgency. This is to be there for the people who truly need this. And this might make a change for them. All right. It's definitely not for somebody who's collecting things and just wanted to send me money for the heck of sending me money. Like, thank you. But at the same time, I want and need to help you. Alrighty. So these next ones, it's kind of like when I bought these new Hoka shoes. And I'm totally that girl. Okay, y'all. I'm great at business, but getting me to actually get up and run, we're trying it. Okay, we're trying. I have these brand new Hoka shoes. They are white. They are so white because I know that if you spray clear acrylic paint on your shoes, like they don't really get dirty. And I can tell where that paint did not make it because they are slightly dirty there. I have wore those shoes for aesthetics. What I have not worn them for is to actually run. Yeah. So if you are prepping, for that mental brand marathon and you've bought nice shoes, but you've never hired a coach and they're just pretty, but not strategic, maybe we should stop that. I have made those shoes look amazing though. Okay. So write down what you absolutely want in Q1 of 2026. And then I want you to ask yourself, what is the smartest, most aligned way for me to achieve this, and who can help me? Okay. So if you're like, I need somebody who understands brand and business strategy, that is what I am. I own a brand agency. I'm also a business coach. Those are the things that I excel at. Then if I'm that person that you need, after you've written down those questions, I want you to know that for the first time ever, and maybe the only time ever, because I can't promise I'll do it again, I have opened up 5 seats for the for my Brandstorm process. It's a one-on-one interview, it's an intensive, and they are normally $1,500 for me to hear you ask all the questions and then uncover what it is that you need to start doing and stop doing and put that in a written plan where we get back together and you can ask me questions about that plan. I have been on calls before where people tell me that they're going to do this strategy session for free and it's just a copy and paste plan that they give everybody and tell me, yeah, this is how our framework works. No, this is for you. The most recent one I did, we named what her new offer is, and we actually gave it a name and a process. We also wrote out what her website framing needs to look like. Another person, it was about how she needs to go after her marketing and her marketing plan. And it has been a variety of things. It is never the same thing twice. So this is exactly about you. It's not something where I'm just plugging you into a framework that I already own or use to create other things. So it's a 90-minute strategic reset. It is your clarity blueprint, and it's the exact plan for what to start doing and what to stop. It is my biggest, it is my boldest offer of this season. And because I am only working until December 18th this year, I can only offer 5 because some women don't want to nudge. They just really, really want a breakthrough. So because I love math, I love it so, so much. Alrighty, let's see here. We've got that Brandstorm at a whole 350, normally 1,500. And I have seen people get clients after this, like almost all of these people have made their investments back and then some. So if your average client costs you 5 grand, you've made your money back and then some. So this is about $405. Did I do that math right? 5. So good. No, 455. I swear I have a 9-year-old that I'm teaching math all the time, y'all. Okay, so that right there is way more than the $997 you could be paying in courses you'll never watch. And you'll actually be getting things that are directly for you. And normally, if you were to do this, and this time we are going to use a calculator, y'all, because I'm good. But once we throw 7s in the mix, it's game over. Normally, if you were to do all of this with me, we would be looking at 1,802. And honestly, you are getting probably, I know I said this one's priceless, but we're probably looking at 30K plus worth of stuff. So we went from 30K to 455. Clearly, I've lost my mind. But at the end of the day, this is for the woman who wants to choose herself, who is holiday shopping for her entire family, but knows that it's her business that's going to keep this going and getting that impact and that wealth that they deserve and should have. And so I'm not doing this because it's another discount. I honestly never discount anything. It's not a part of my strategy, but my heart this time around said this was the right thing to do this year. And so if this has spoken to you and you're here to align what's going to work for you, I want you to consider the Champagne Clientele Brand Productivity Planner. It's for that woman who's ready to implement consistently. And if she wants a team of women behind her to help her do that, there's a free year of the Daily Dollar Collective for the first 100. Then there is the Brandmuda Brand Breakthrough Video Audit. I've got 15 seats at 50. And the Brandstorm Intensive, I've got 5 seats at 350 for the woman who's just ready to get that 2026 strategic and aligned. And there'll probably be more surprises for anybody who pops into any of those because we've got a lot of fun things heating up over here. And I just realized like this is so very sepia. Let's see here. Do I look like my actual skin tone? How about those apples? Only took like 5 videos. Anywho, everyone, I want you to choose the one that honors who you are and what you're becoming. I don't want you just to do this to collect it for the sake of collecting, because that's not what this is here for. This is for people who are ready to make strategic and intentional growth in their business. Like I've said, I have coached people to their first 10K, their first 20K months and beyond. And I have gotten people deals with celebrities, have redone that messaging so they are connecting in that way and operating with some of the top names in the online business industry, all through relationships and a lot of these things that I shared here. So subscribe if you're building a brand that gets paid for being iconic and not busy. And if you're ready to up level, then you're one of the lucky few who saw this on the internet. That's really what it is. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.